Koivuniemi will bat leadoff in our title match. This the third match of the afternoon for Koivuniemi. Took care of Ryan Schaefer, 236, 222, and then just dispatched Tommy Jones, the 241, 158 score.
The tournament leader owns 33 Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour titles, including 6 majors, 2-time PBA Player of the Year, and PBA Hall of Famer from Claremont, Florida, 2008 U.S. Open champion, Norm Duke.
To me, this is the hardest thing right here, Rob. Norm's been watching all day, coming off the bench, cold. First shot on television. Mika's got all the momentum going in his camp.
Leaves double wood. It is not easy being a #1 seed, and I know that sounds odd, but the numbers have backed it up lately. Percentage-wise, the 2 seed has seemingly had more success in title matches as of late than the #1 seed, and primarily because they get a longer look at the lanes in front of him. Norm Duke is the 1 seed, gets some practice shots, and then it is game on.
He's coming in cold, essentially. Mika has 2 games under his belt. The nerves are gone. He's got a nice blueprint of the oil pattern, how the lanes have broken down. Norm has to do all of that in 2 shots.
And he's just used his 2 shots as he works on his balls. We take a look at the arsenal for Duke today.
And we just listen to him breathe, trying to keep from hyperventilating, sucking in oxygen, and just trying to get himself composed and quiet the nerves.
The strike.
The nice part about what he's doing, though, is he's going with his bread and butter shot, that real soft hand at the bottom of the swing and a pretty straight, direct line to the pocket. 5-pin didn't know which way to fall. It got slapped silly. Norm Duke still at age, how old is he now? 44? 46, still throwing 16 pounds out here. Pretty impressive.
Koivuniemi steps up to close out the second. He has never beaten Duke. 0 for 3 on television is Mika versus your #1 seed, Norm Duke.
We saw both Ryan Schaefer and Tommy Jones play farther to the inside part of the lane than Mika's playing, and both were unsuccessful at beating him. Norm Duke, however, playing right on top of where Mika's playing.
Strike spare for Team Koivuniemi.
He's made 5 U.S. Open shows, 3 of them here at Carolier Lanes.
Now, Mika, though, does have a victory over Norm this week in match play.
You can see those scores, 199, 165. They were just absolutely brutal in match play.
And the they you're referring to, not Mika and not Norm, the lanes.
The lanes. Oil pattern, the conditions.
Norm Duke can really move up several lists with a victory today. A win would give him his 34th career title, would tie him for 4th most with the legendary Mark Roth, who we're going to see next week in Buffalo. He gets a win today. It's also his 7th major, which would tie him for 4th was Walter Way Williams Jr.
Two of the best going at it for the U.S. Open title. And this is shaping up to be just an exciting match early on. Both players have found pocket. Norm Duke still trying to manage the nerves. He's such a great champion. He knows how to do that. He has a great blueprint here at Carolier Lanes. That's why he's been so successful in past U.S. Opens here. And he said, you know what, for the most part, I know where not to play.
Triple for Duke.
That's a huge, huge break. He got away with one right there. He stole one. Got a little fast, missed it just a pinch at the bottom of the swing. See that hand go left? That's a miss right at the bottom. That ball tips up nicely. What a huge break. And again, remember, it doesn't take much on this oil pattern. Let's see where his bowling ball was down the lane at 40 feet. This ball goes high, leaving the 3-6-10. Boy, it looks pretty good right there. Because Norm Duke is mirroring where Mika is playing on the lanes, the oil pattern's going to break down faster. Now it's time for Mika to move towards the middle part of the lane and open this tough U.S. Open oil pattern up just a bit.
Going after the 3-6-10. Takes care of it. Remains clean in our title match.
You know, Rob, I think the other common denominator when you see the players that have success at U.S. Opens, they're also extremely good spare shooters.
Back in 2008, Mika was the top seed here at the U.S. Open and lost to Duke. Hoping to turn the tables on him here in 2011.
Looked like he went with a little more speed there to try to hold the ball on line, and unfortunately it hit flat. Take a look, 6-pin, instead of going up and around, it kind of goes into the sidewall and lays dead right in the channel. Right now, Mika making the calculations necessary. Expect him to make some adjustments here in the next couple of frames.
3 spares, 2 strikes in the title match for Mika. Warren Fieldler, the general manager here, Brunswick Zone, Carolier. Well, these guys do this tournament right when we're here in New Jersey. They have got it figured out. Great fans here in Jersey and North Brunswick. Didn't like it. Way right of target as he was going for 4 in a row.
Replay his shot. Well, you see Norm just called a tournament director. He's going to tape up the thumb hole, but it looks like he completely loses the bowling ball right at the bottom of the swing, and he knows it. Now, as soon as it leaves his hand, he's just hoping to leave himself a makeable spare. We saw it last night with Bill O'Neill only needing a mark in the 10th frame to advance to today's telecast, how quickly things can change. Norm gets off the little shaky start, leaving the 2-8 in the first frame, comes back with 3 strikes in a row. Looks like he's getting ready to string a bunch of strikes together, and all of a sudden he loses one at the bottom.
Hook.
And now it's an open frame.
Tape again. Down.
With a win today, Norm Duke would earn his 34th career tour title, tying him for 4th most with Mark Roth. Next week, we will be in Cheektowaga, just outside of Buffalo, for the Mark Roth Plastic Ball Championship live coverage Sunday at 1. And then the RV continues as we head west to the Woodland Bowl, Indianapolis, Indiana, for the Go RVing Dick Weber PBA playoffs. Coverage of that one begins Sunday, March 27th, 2:30 Eastern on ESPN.